Hello, my name is S5ii and today we are going to review one of the best cinema cameras ever made, which is in our opinion the Lumix S5ii. Yes. To start this video, I actually think it could be a good idea to explain why I value cameras so much. I've got my first own camera for my 9th birthday. It was a cheap Nikon camera. I used the camera mainly for stop motion films. The camera gave me the opportunity to express myself in moving pictures. I took it to any place you could imagine. Sadly, the image quality was very bad, so I got my dream camera for my 10th birthday, which was... I am editing the project right now, and I forgot to tell you to don't forget to subscribe to our channel, so you don't miss any upcoming videos. It was the Canon EOS 550D. We shot so many short films on this camera. The interchangeable lens mount was amazing for us. We were able to use many different EF mount lenses. But soon we realized that it was very hard to work with the full HD video files. Also, the low light performance of this camera was very bad. So for my birthday in 2019, I got the Canon EOS 250D. A big deal for us was the 4K video function. So we were able to crop like this. This was 6K by the way. But we also had a way cleaner and sharper image.
Wouldn't it be nice if we were older, then we wouldn't have to wait so long? And wouldn't it be nice to live together in the kind of world where we belong?
The low light performance was very bad. The image fell apart at ISO 800, but in 4K the grain looked very filmic. And the highlight roll-off of the camera was surprisingly good. The highlight roll-off of the Sony FX6 isn't way better than the highlight roll-off of this cheap Canon camera. This camera had many downsides, but I actually love this one. It was also the first camera that made us successful. We shot our first award-winning short film on this camera. We made a lot of money by shooting commercials or image films on this one. But to be fair, I have to mention that we rigged this camera up so it wasn't this cheap anymore. The Lumix S5 Mark II owns a 35mm full-frame sensor, and you can shoot in a resolution up to 6K with this camera. But I'm not here to talk with you about every technical aspect of this camera. I think it's very boring. My favorite feature of this camera is the 3x2 open gate function. It allows me to see every corner of my full-frame glass. I have old vintage glass produced by the company Minolta, and sometimes they can't cover the entire full-frame sensor, so I can see the destroyed bokeh in the corners through this open gate function. And this looks very cool. In this example, the open gate function reveals the vignette produced by the 50mm lens. Open gate is also very handy for reframing, like in this example. Our workflow was already pretty good before the Lumix, so our biggest fear was that the Lumix would restrict this. But this wasn't true, because for example, like every camera we have owned before, the Lumix has a SD card slot.
Just call me angel of the morning, angel. Just touch my cheek.
And we are still able to use the same lenses with some adapters.
Just call me angel of the morning.
So nothing has changed. The file sizes are bigger now. And the low light, the image quality, the everything. Everything is just better. This was just a little IBIS test and I just used the basic settings. Here you can see how easy it is to recover highlights. Every camera I've owned before had some limitations. For example, the Canon EOS 250D had the heavy crop factor. But the Lumix S5 is perfect in every single regard. Of course there's a crop in 4K 60, but I don't care. Maybe now you are realizing why this camera is so important for me. I can't imagine any situation where this stops my creativity.
Rendez-vous à la brasserie du café de la paix. Je t'attendrai. Je porte un feutre de couleur neutre et mon par-dessus n'est pas brillant non plus. Je poserai mon journal sur le bar devant moi. Je poserai mon journal. Tu me reconnaîtras.
But in conclusion, for me, a camera is just a tool for bringing stories to the big screen. We shot already so many films on the cheap Canon EOS 250D and watched them at the cinema at festivals. We were even asked whether we shot a short film on 35mm film.
My name, I'll be there in a hurry. You don't have to worry, 'cause